Hi, I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0 with me today is Dan Shaughnessy. Well, Dan, the talk about the horrendous Pats defense has kind of quieted down. Now, they only gave up 3 points to Kansas City, and it's Kansas City. I mean, we have to temper it there. But I see a team that is getting incrementally better this week, each week. What do you see?
I think that's a very much glass half full approach there. This is weird because you can't ask people to do more than beat the teams that are on their schedule. You hold someone to 3 points. Just because they're terrible doesn't mean you didn't do your job there. But I am going to say I am worried about the Patriot defense in a big way. I know what you're saying, incrementally better. There have been signs there. I always look at it as the caliber of the opposition. They worry me. Any good quarterback, I still think, picks them apart. Fortunately for them, there may not be any in the AFC the rest of the season, and there may not be any in the playoffs. I think Pittsburgh and Baltimore are trouble for them. I just think that their defense, it's not an AFC championship defense, but maybe we don't need that.
I didn't say that it was, and I agree with you that it's not. I just said they're getting incrementally better, but I stopped short of the punchline, which is, but it's not good enough to win a Super Bowl. And but it may be, in this very jumbled AFC, good enough to win the AFC and get them to the Super Bowl. Now, I think that.
But don't you still see people getting open in their defensive backfield? There's always somebody open, and anybody that can exploit that. Doesn't that worry you?
Yes, it does worry me, of course, and you made a good point about the caliber of the opposition the rest of the way. This is why this question will be very much open as we get to January, because after they get through Philadelphia this weekend, whether it's Vic or Young, it's probably going to be Young. They got a lot of cupcakes.
It's the bum of the month club.
They've got the Redskins with Grossman. They've got Denver with Tebow, who can't throw. They've got Buffalo, who's absolutely going in the tank. They've got Miami. They're going to and they're going to win these games. They're going to win these games one way or the other. All right, now
we're not going to know if the defense.
Let's give some credit. Andre Carter and Mark Anderson have, in fact, done better jobs than expected, giving them some semblance of a pass rush. It's true. But we will spend more time on the defensive backs in general. It's a fascinating story, particularly when it involves Julian Edelman. The linebacking remains very shaky, I think. The linebacking is very shaky all year long. But they do have, Dan, would you agree to this? They've been great in the red zone all year. For whatever reason. Less room to cover is one reason, I think. But they've been good there.
Scares me.
All right, we're in agreement. Look, it's getting better, but don't get carried away with the results of the next 6 weeks. It is not going to tell you what we need to know. Sorry.